What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Aaron. It is Tuesday, February the 25th of 2025, and oh my gosh, what is going on, guys? I've been gone for 5 minutes. I was expecting you guys to hold the fort for me. I'm going to come back to a really nice, green market, some nice green candles, and what is that? I'm gone 5 minutes and $110 billion is wiped out off the market. Goodness gracious me, guys, come on. It wasn't that bad, was it, without me? No, look, I had a great time in Hong Kong, guys. It was great to see so many of you out there. There was fantastic panels, side events, really insightful conversations, especially, of course, about the leading narratives of the space, that being real-world assets, of course, DeFi, AI agents, and etc., etc. I had so many good conversations or so many old good friends there. We're going to dive into a video tomorrow, guys, talking to all things consensus Hong Kong and DeFi and AI agents. But look, guys, on this channel, on this show, we're focusing solely on DeFi and AI, the intersection of decentralized finance and AI, and of course, all things AI agents, guys. So look, as you can see here, $110 billion wiped out the market, guys. Do you know what? I've been in this industry so long that I've seen this probably 1,000 times. So it doesn't really affect me, but it is obviously painful for we all want to see a green candle, guys, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. There's some good jokes here. Look at this Vitalik and his McDonald's gear. Actually looks pretty fresh. Look, let's get into the actual market, shall we? I mean, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have opened that page.
You did that on purpose!
Because as you can see here on the AI agents category on CoinGecko, we are seeing just one. I think I've never seen just one green candle at the top 12 or so of AI agents, guys. It is an absolute bloodbath once again. We've got Virtual's protocol just 1 cent above $1. That's the lowest I've seen it since start of December. We're now end of February, guys. It is bad. Everything is double digits down, apart from Venice token here, but that's still 20% down this week. Rig 20% down, AI 16Z 13% down. I mean, it is a bloodbath. If anyone can tell me what happened here, I would love to know. I've just come back from Hong Kong and everything is on the fire sale. But when I say it's on fire sale, guys, obviously be careful. Be careful. You don't want to be catching falling knives. Okay, you don't want to be catching falling knives. Just catching everything. I think it's going to pump. See where there's resistance. See where there is some support, guys, and obviously place your bets and DCA into your favorite projects that have long-term value and potential, guys. Going over to, of course, to the DeFi. It's a little bit better, but not really better. It's not really better. This is bad. This is bad, guys. Look, all of our favorite projects are down here. I mean, where do I begin? Look, DeFAI is under 50 million market cap. Wow. I'm sure you guys are also surprised at seeing that, because that is some come down. AIXBT also down here below 150 million market cap. Hey Anon is trying its best to kind of stick around for the recent pump that it's gained, but it looks like that might fall through soon as well. And moving further down the coin here, even some of our favorite, most hyped projects on Twitter and on X, like Banker and Swarm Node, is also, they can't hold up the markets by themselves, guys. Mode at 16 million. This was 100 million market cap just a few weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, guys. Hive, obviously, that Solana AI hackathon winner, sat at 14 million. Orbit at 12 million. Look, guys, I'll be honest with you, it's not looking good, is it? This is not good. It doesn't matter. You can say buy the dip. You can say buy the dip forever, but you don't want to keep buying the dip if it keeps dipping. No KOL, nobody is going to be able to predict the bottom. Nobody can predict the top. Trust me, I'm what they call a KOL on this channel. Last bull run, I believed Willy Woo, all of these technical analysts that, were 100% going to 100K, and that was no brainer. I fell for the Kool-Aid, as did 98% of the industry, and it never happened. It never happened. So yes, on this channel, if you like the way that I present things, if you want to keep up to your daily dose of DeFi and AI agents and kind of jam with me here and go through this crazy transformation of AI and DeFi together with me, spot on. But if you're looking for any KOL to call the tops or the bottoms, you're dreaming, okay? You're dreaming. I'll just be completely honest with you guys. You're dreaming. Nobody knows. Doesn't matter who you're talking to. So, again, you have to make your own mind up. Are these valuations that I believe are good market caps to invest in valuations? I personally think there's a lot of value here, but I'm looking at things on a long-term horizon, or let's say mid to long-term horizon. I'm not looking for quick flips. I never have been. I've been in the industry for 8 years. I'm not really a trader. So when I invest in something, I'm investing in something that I believe has mid to long-term potential. I've caught some of the largest layer ones at single digits. Okay, so as I would like to say and said before, let's focus on what's actually happening in the industry in terms of advancements, in terms of new partnerships, in terms of new innovation, and let's kind of leave the charts for now until they become a little bit brighter, guys. But at the same time, there is quality projects in here that we've discussed many times on this channel, and if you do have spare capital still on the sidelines, you need to make your own investment decisions. But these valuations are low. They are low, whichever way you look at it. All right, guys, let's get into the news. All right, guys, first up, we've got a major announcement from Binance Labs, which is now called Yeezy Labs. Okay, they have now invested in a project called Vana AI. And so what is Vana AI? Why is this important? And why should you care? Well, firstly, and the first mic drop is that they've just brought on CZ as an advisor. Yes, that's right. They've got CZ as an advisor. Like, that is insane in itself. They've literally got one of, if not the biggest names in the industry sat on their advisory boards. Now, CZ doesn't just sit on anyone's advisory board, okay? So obviously he's absolutely bullish on this project. And of course, Yeezy Labs have invested in them. So Yeezy Labs is the new name for Binance Labs. They've rebranded here, guys. And they invested in Vana. And so what is interesting, of course, if we head over to their website, is that Vana is the world's first network for user-owned data. Okay, guys, so you've probably been reading the news, if you're into AI like I am, that, they've basically been feeding off a lot of basically publicly available data. This could be on the New York Times, this could be on Reddit, this could be on any major publication, The Guardian, etc., whatever. That doesn't matter. But the point is that all these open AI, large language models, DeepSeek, etc., have been using publicly available information. Some would say illegally. There's lots of court cases, some are positive, some are negative, where, lots of different publishers are actually getting paid a payout from these large language models for using their data without actually paying them. And that has suddenly brought to the masses, the kind of like idea that, oh, do you know what? We should actually be paying for the content that we're using, that we're producing. And that's always been a key recipe of Web3. Web3 social has been around for a very long time. I remember, a couple bull markets back ago when people were trying this stuff. But the concept of actually getting paid for your data that you produce wasn't really getting through, because there was still always enough people that were just happy anyway to just give away their data just to get the free version of the app. And of course, this is how large Web2 social media networks work, like Facebook, Instagram, etc. We're all giving it content and we are the product. However, with large language models and AI only accelerating to ridiculous levels that I don't think even you guys could, and myself on this channel, can even comprehend how much data processing is going to be needed, we should be getting paid for the data that we're providing. And what Vana is actually its own layer one, okay? It's not just a dApp, and they plan to integrate into as many consumer apps as possible, basically into the background, so you can actually start monetizing your data. I think now, where there's literally like a global race for good quality data, this has probably got good time to market. And that's probably why CZ has said, you know what, the pie that's possible if Vana succeeds is actually unlimited. I guess like every single person in the world that has the opportunity to create quality content would be a potential user of Vana. And obviously, as soon as somebody starts making money from it, they tell their friends, and 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 you get the idea. Yeah, very, very interesting what Vana are actually doing here, guys. Of course, they've secured the investment from Binance Labs. So as you can see here, it's saying that Vana is a distributed network for private user-owned data designed to enable user-owned AI. Users own, govern, and earn from the AI models they contribute to. Developers gain access to cross-platform data to power personalized applications and train frontier AI models. And as you can see here, so they've secured $25 million of funding. Paradigm is also a tier one, very, very tier one VC as well, guys. And so, yeah, I mean, it's really, really cool to see CZ join an advisory board for a new project like this that is focusing on, basically allowing people to own their data and earn from their data when it's being used for AI, is something that I'm very, very excited about. And actually, I also saw that he's actually going to be sitting on a Twitter space tomorrow. So this is at 4 p.m. GST. So Yeezy Labs and CZ from Binance, who's now the advisor, is going to be doing a Twitter space with Vana. So I'm going to be tuning in for that one. My team's going to be tuning in for that one. So if you want to tune in, set your reminder. If you don't worry about it, because we're going to cover it on this channel in tomorrow's daily news video. So look, guys, I think this is definitely a trend it's like there's a huge pool of data, of potential value for people like you and me to actually make money from it and stop all these massive companies like OpenAI, DeepSeek, Google, etc., just spawning all of our data for free and using it and monetizing from it massively. So look, let's see if they can get the traction, guys. They've certainly got my attention with the announcement of their investment from Binance Labs and CZ. Let's tune in tomorrow to the Twitter space and see what CZ has to say about it himself, guys, and we'll move on to the next story. All right, guys, next up we have some news that actually came out last week, but it was such big news that I don't think that people have really wrapped around their head about the potential of this agent commerce protocol. So what is Agent Commerce Protocol? Well, Agent Commerce Protocol is an open standard for multi-agent commerce and coordination leveraging the blockchain. Virtual's protocol has been known so far, obviously, for its agent, its token agent launchpad. It's been known for its wild success with AIXPT and the likes of Luna with the Web3 native IP and things of that nature. However, this is a whole new ballgame. What we're talking about here is truly autonomous AI agents working together in swarms almost with their own special skills without any kind of trigger setting off this kind of like process. Okay, so like, for example, they give an example here about these agents, 5 agents that come together and put together a lemonade stand. So you've got, for example, the entrepreneur, you've got the agent that basically procures the lemons and creates the lemon juice. You've got the legal agent, of course, and then you've got the marketing agent, and then you've got an evaluator agent as well, evaluator agent. And so what this is, guys, it's like 5 agents that are consistently working in their own, like working by themselves, but they're all transacting, they're all talking to one another to make things happen, but they all have their own autonomy. And there's no trigger-based action where it's like, okay, if someone sends an email, then this. It's just ongoing. And like they gave some really, really cool examples. And I wanted to dive into this because there's so many business models that can be disrupted using this. I mean, even in marketing agency speak, you can easily have a copywriter agent, a research agent, a video editor agent, etc., and really bring down costs for the end user, for the client. And obviously there's tons and tons and tons and tons of different businesses that can be transformed by this. And so, yeah, look, going down here, guys, as you can see, there's 4 different phases. There's the request phase, the negotiation phase, the transaction phase, and the evaluation phase, which is pretty much what you'd expect in human kind of transactions and conversations. But let me just get this on the screen here so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So you've got the Lemo, which is the lemon producer. Sorry, you got Limo, who's the entrepreneur. Zesty is the lemon producer. Alexi is the lawyer. Pixie is the marketer, which is the designer, and the evaluator here. Yeah, like these agents can literally, they choose to ignore, reject, or make other agents wait extensively, which leads to interesting behaviors and interactions as agents do not instantly get what they always want. But basically, this is live right now. So, if we open up the page here, you can actually see for yourself this happening in real time. So like 11:24, it's the same time as it is right now. Zesty is initiating a contract with Limo for 10 lemons. Yeah, Lexi is now updating the knowledge for the business permit. That's the lawyer agent. Pixie is checking the state of the contract. Evaluator is checking for pending evaluations. And this is going on right now. You can see the different wallet balances, guys. You can actually click into this and see what's going on. You can see the contracts fully on chain here that have been bought and sold. You can see the different goals of each agent. And as you can see here, like this Limo entrepreneur agent has successfully acquired these goals, but it still has these to complete, etc., etc. So like this is crazy because what we're seeing right here, I think, is like version 0.001 of like what many millions of businesses will actually look like in, I mean, it's not that long away, to be honest. I would say it's in maybe not millions of businesses, but, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of businesses in the case of months, not years. And what this will impact it can have on society is insane. I mean, this is going to create amazing new business opportunities, new business goals, but also it's obviously going to bring down the costs to do so much, work here, and to have all these agents working together autonomously with their own goals and their own, they're not just like basically being triggered to like, oh yeah, I'll do that if this, I'll do that if that. They are just working themselves. They're all specialists in their own right. And there was another point here about the evaluator agents, okay, which I think is interesting to talk about because usually you'd need a human to say, okay, like this design is crap or this design is good or that. Why did you put that wrong in my in my legal document, etc. But we actually have an evaluator agent that will ongoing basis evaluate the work that's been delivered and say, yes, this is good, this is acceptable, no, this is not acceptable. So for example here, they've given an example of my professional legal services. Now, as you can see, the spelling errors here, like Legan for my secretis. This was rejected because they thought the design basically wasn't up to scratch. The logo is somewhat simplistic. The description of services is unclear and there's typos. This actually all went through. And now obviously the evaluator agent will actually take, a percentage of the value of the work for basically being a very, very good evaluator agent. And this actually sets up a whole multi-billion-dollar business just for evaluator agents, which is good. Because if we have evaluator agents that are incentivized financially to be the best that they can be, then that obviously will mean that the work that's coming and being accepted and you're actually going to pay for from the AI agents that are also in your funnel is going to be up to a high standard. And that's what we need. The days of chatbots and what they call slot bots on X, hopefully, is largely in the rearview mirror. Yeah, moving further down here, they actually have a white paper which you can read into, which I just read on my recent flight. But I wanted to highlight this, guys, because this is something that I think is going to hit the market real quick, and it's going to be so sudden. And companies that adapt to this and use this is going to survive. And those guys that are just laughing about crypto and AI and like, yeah, whatever, we already made it, we don't want to change the status quo, they're going to die very quickly. And so, big ups to Virtuals for making a massive move on this very, very quickly. I mean, they did a tweet here sort of 16 hours ago, basically saying that evaluator agents is going to be $1 trillion business. I agree. So yeah, really looking forward to this. I believe that the agent commerce protocol is still close to being ready. But when this gets ready, I know I'm going to be using it. And I think you guys should too. If you wanted to start your own businesses at home, never had the resources to do so, never were able to find the right people to conduct what you were looking for, there's never been a better time to be alive. I highly recommend you keep an eye out on the agent commerce protocol. Obviously, you don't need to do that. We'll do that on this channel. We'll talk about how this can actually make a difference so you can build and grow your own businesses utilizing AI agents. Okay, guys, so another major piece of news that came out recently was that Asset Dash, which is part part of the team behind Mobi Agent, have announced that Mobi is actually launching its own framework. Now, previously, of course, it was just an AI agent that I really like and has been getting a lot of mindshare behind AI XBT as a kind of whale watcher, basically, and basically giving us alpha as to what to buy, what the whales are buying, and who to follow, and how to get in early, which obviously sparked a lot of traction. Now, as you can see here from Asset Dash, they're saying that they're putting together the final touches on the Mobi Agent framework white paper, and they expect it to be released this week. So we're going to be diving into that this week, guys, as soon as this is out. As you can see here, they've grown to 90,000 X followers in 6 weeks, and it's consistently ranked as one of the top AI agents by mindshare. So what does this mean, guys? Well, look, we've seen AI XBT losing a lot of market cap. I mean, its mindshare is still doing good, but there's definitely space for Mobi to kind of basically take some of that chunk of mindshare from AI XBT. Of course, they can also work together because they are very different AI agents in their own right. Okay, so as you can see here, guys, they're calling it a framework, not just an agent. Before it was just an agent, now it's a framework. And what they're saying is that unlike existing frameworks that serve as platforms for building multiple agents, Mobi AI is built to drive all value to a single, highly optimized agent. That is Mobi. So that sounds quite bullish, doesn't it, guys? Mobi consolidates value, okay? Harnessing network effects to become increasingly powerful over time. Its interoperability first design ensures that Mobi can be seamlessly integrated into any application, enhancing accessibility and utility without complexity. Now, I mean, look, it sounds good, doesn't it, guys? It does sound exciting. We're definitely going to be keeping an eye on this, of course, since we've been very, very impressed by the Asset Dash team. Also, this is also powered by Whale Watch Alert, and it's also available on Graphene and various other AI abstraction layers I'm sure would like to integrate with Mobi. So this is something that caught my eye, guys. Well, let's see what the framework comes out, what it looks like when it comes out. We'll be keeping you updated exactly what this is, and let's see how this compares to the likes of Game, Eliza, Luna, and the various other, Rig, the various other AI agent frameworks that are out there. Okay, guys. So yes, one to watch. Let's keep an eye on that white paper due to be released this week. Okay, guys. Well, next up we have Cookie.fun. Now, Cookie.fun, of course, is basically the homepage of DeFi and AI agents. They've got tons and tons of data, such as mindshare, price movement, token holders, etc., etc. And they have just announced that they have received a grant to integrate Avalanche into Cookie.fun. So currently Cookie.fun basically has Solana, Base, and BNB chain currently integrated, and now they're going to integrate Avalanche, guys. So full support for Avalanche agents on CookieFun, dedicated Avalanche ecosystem section on CookieFun, collaboration with the AI agent launchpads on Avalanche to enable seamless auto listing of agents on CookieFun, and now API incentives, etc., etc. Now, what does this mean? Well, what does it mean? It means that Avalanche are obviously making a push for AI agents, which, to be honest, every chain's going to be doing. So it's cool that they're going to be integrated. Obviously, it means that more eyeballs is going to be put onto Avalanche-related AI agents, which means that there could be some potential value in there, guys, for AI agents that are launching with Avalanche on Cookie.fun. Okay, guys, well, look, just diving into Cookie.fun, as you can see here, we have AI XBT, obviously the largest mindshare, has been for longer than I can remember, but as you can see, that Billy Betts here is in the green. Now, don't forget, we covered Billy Betts on Friday's video. Billy Betts is the AI agent that's basically using real-time data, real-time analytics and insights to gamble on the best possible markets, best possible odds that will give him the best possible returns, and he, don't forget, or it will basically burn 50% of its profits consistently, automatically, once it receives the return. So we've got a very deflationary model. I understand that last night there was some bet, I think, on tools. I don't follow NBA, but apparently they came from behind and it was an epic bet and Billy won. Really, really cool to see Billy gain traction like this. And now we're also seeing other, of course, gambling agents across different sports now coming to market. And like I said in previous videos, this could become a problem for the gambling industry. The gambling industry, which, as you guys all know, eventually the house always wins. Well, this could actually change everything. So I'm not sure how long this is going to last, like in terms of, or how they can prevent AI agents from having a better chance of winning and flipping the whole script of the industry. But Billy is doing a good job so far, and I highly encourage anyone to be following Billy's journey, because look at it right now. I mean, it's sat at a market cap of under 9 million, still basically a micro cap, guys. It's been performing well over the last 7 days. It's been getting a lot of mind share. It's got, about 4,300 followers, and we're still in the very, very nascent stage of these AI agents. So to be actually like part of the community, to see how this thing's actually working, to jump over into the Discord, to meet other friends in there that are also interested in this tech, and to go onto this journey, it's exciting. And obviously now we have Tracy AI, of course, which is backed by an NBA champion. Has been getting a lot of mainstream kind of attention and broad and appeal with these sport AI agents. And AI agents are perfect for sport because they're just crunching data immediately and giving you that edge, that alpha within a couple of seconds that it takes to kind of figure out what should be the next move or what should be the next play. So actually, heading over here to Sports Business Journal, there's actually an article. So Tristan Thompson was his name, launching the Tracy AI that he speaks about here. So we've spoken about Tracy AI a couple of times on the channel, but basically what Tristan's talking about is that he believes that the fact that you can just log in, push to talk, and the agent is going to verbalize information for you right on the spot, give you real-time analytics and stats. Look, he just says like literally any analyst just doesn't have the time to get that together to you so quickly. Look, they just don't. It's impossible. And the fact that Tracy AI does this, and the fact that this is getting mainstream attention, this is Sports Business Journal, guys. It's not CoinDesk, Cointelegraph. It goes to show that the AI agents are starting to get into mainstream consciousness. And it's not just that. There was also a story earlier that I haven't covered about Ronaldinho's potentially looking at AI agents. And look, the last thing we want is the AI agent space to become like a meme coin celebrity space. However, if they have true utility, like Tracy AI does, like this isn't about Tristan. Tristan is just a key member of the team, but it's not his meme, it's not his AI agent. And likewise with various others that are looking to launch as well. The main thing is that we need to make sure that if celebrities are coming in, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Of course, it's going to get eyeballs, it's going to get mainstream attention. And actually, I mean, look, if I had an AI agent where Ronaldinho was evaluating my skills and telling me how to train, maybe I'd prefer Ronaldo if I was going to choose, since he is the GOAT. But yeah, I mean, having a Ronaldo or Ronaldinho AI agent is to say I was a young, up and coming budding footballer to teach me how to train, teach me how to live my life. I could be inspired by that. I could, potentially, use that and have some utility in that. And obviously they need to think out the tokenomics of that and how that, basically incentivizes the token holders, but it's easily done. It's easily done. And as you can see here, Tristan is basically saying that he's also registered interest from the NBA executives about licensing the bot for internal use. This is huge, guys. The NBA, one of the biggest sports leagues in the entire world, is interested in licensing Tracy AI. So, I mean, first one falls, then the Premier League's going to look at it in the UK, then La Liga, then, goodness, who knows what else. Rugby, Formula One. I mean, why would you ever stop? So I think this is going to be a problem for the gambling industry. But it's a good thing, obviously, for retail. It's a good thing for us. We are disrupting, existing old school industries that only keep the rich. Love to see it, guys. So let's keep an eye on Billy Bets. Let's see. At the moment, his bets are doing very, very well. Tracy AI is also getting mainstream attention. Fantastic stuff. And of course, as we said, Avalanche is coming into Cookie.fun. Let's head to the next news. Okay, guys. So for all of you that are going to be out there for ETH Denver, firstly, I'm very jealous. I'd love to be out there to meet you, but I was just recently in Consensus Hong Kong, as you guys all know. Well, look, it's less than 24 hours to go until the first Virtuals demo day. Okay, guys. So I highly recommend that you guys attend this if you're in Denver and you're listening to this video. There's going to be some great projects there. Hey, Tracy AI that we've just spoken about, Luna Virtuals, Vader, some of the biggest, frameworks and, research agents and communities, and yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, I wish I could be there. My colleague is going, guys, so do try to connect with him if you do see him. But look, there's going to be a panel here as well with CryptoPunk7213, who's obviously from Accelerate Down, Christina from CMO of Cookie3 as well, who I know quite well, and many more. Okay, guys, so like literally, I'm so jealous. But if you're there, go, let me know how it is in the comments. All right, guys, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for joining me once again for the video. Look, guys, we are chatting all things DeFi and AI agents on this channel. We're the only channel that does a daily video on all things DeFi and AI agents today, guys. And I've got to say, I'm very, very excited about what's coming, guys. We're seeing mainstream attention to the AI agents and to the open source frameworks. We are also seeing, of course, the launch of Agent Commerce Protocol with Virtuals Protocol, which is no doubt going to change businesses as we know. Now, of course, that's just the first iteration of what autonomous AI agent businesses could potentially deliver and work with. But I think a very, very key point of that is that something I didn't mention earlier in the video is that Virtuals Protocol is basically decentralizing this, so you can use any framework for any agent within the Agent Commerce Protocol, which basically means that you don't have to just use the game, open source framework, which is there from the Virtuals team. So I love to see that. I cannot wait to get my hands on it and play with it myself, and yeah, to see how the likes of Billy Bets are doing, to see how the likes of Tracy AI are really getting into nuts and weeds and getting interest from NBA themselves is exciting, guys. I know the market absolutely sucks. It absolutely sucks, and you're probably thinking, what is this guy on about? Look at my coins, look at my crypto, they're so far down. But we need to focus on the fundamentals, guys, because the markets will moon, the markets will fade, and that's just the way it is. Okay, the sun goes up, the sun goes down. Deal with it, because you do not deserve those sweet gains if you cannot take the pain. All right, guys, look, don't forget we are hosting DeFiCon in Dubai on April the 29th at Warehouse 4, the first ever DeFi focused event here in Dubai for Token 2049. So we'd love to see you there, guys. It's free, completely free to register. So do just, sign up on the form below. Would love to see you there. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell notification. And I'll see you guys back again here tomorrow.